Listen up. Don't you think that the products that you are using, lotions, shampoos, conditioners, are getting inside your body? The topical products that you're putting on your skins is getting inside of you and reaching you at intracellular levels, disrupting your DNA, affecting your endocrine system, affecting the way you feel about you. It's getting in your body. Don't you think that if you're putting Bath and Body Works on your whole entire body, using it long term is not having effects on you? It's affecting you more than you think. Pew, pew, pew. Graphics, music, produced by Tracy. Now to the video. All right, listen up. It is your guy Tracy reporting live yet with another video. If you don't know anything about me, anything in life that I learn, I am obligated to share it with you. And anytime I learn something new, I am so in a hurry to crank out this video so I can get this information out here to the public. So there's this application called YUKA, and it's an application on your phone where it uses your camera so that you can scan products. Anything with the barcode, you can scan. Lotions, soaps, shampoos, I don't know, bread, your pasta, your butter, your sour cream, every single thing inside the grocery store. If it has a barcode on it, you can scan it. And this application is so much fun. When I found out how it worked in the store, I immediately came home and started scanning all the products that are within my household that I've been using, that I formed hard opinions about, that I thought was good for me. And turns out I was wrong the whole entire time. I was brainwashed to think that the more expensive a product was, the better it was for me. I was using Jergens, oil of Olay, freaking Palmer's. I used cocoa butter for most of my life, and I thought that since I was black, I was supposed to use cocoa butter because that was just ubiquitous in all black households. But turns out it's not true. I was putting poison on my skin for decades. And I'm embarrassed that I'm just now finding this out. But this Yuka application, I was running through my house, just like picking up stuff and just scanning it and finding out that it was bad. And not only does so this application gives you a score from 0 to 100. Anything beyond 69 is green, meaning good, and anything below that, it's like yellow. And then anything that's red or scores a 0 is the nomenclature for 0 between, like, I don't know, 40 will be red. And it tells you how carcinogenic, cancer causing, DNA disrupting products that you've been using your whole life that you thought was good for you. And so happen most Walmarts and Whole Foods, they have products in there that are good for you. I don't want to, say the names of those products because none of them pay me. But when you start finding out the products that score 100 out of 100, you will be in shock. One product that I use this brand for soaps. I'm going to show it right here. I use it for my body wash, my soap, my shampoo, my conditioner, and my deodorant. I use this one product for every single day use. And it's going to take some getting used to when you find out that these products are not 24-hour, 48-hour moisturizing. Now that you have used the application and you've scanned products, and now you have a household with products that score 70 or above, and you changed your beef to grass-fed beef or free-range eggs or chicken, whatever, you're going to notice that the products, the lotions aren't going to smell as good. The deodorants aren't going to be as strong, but you're going to have to get used to it. Your grass-fed beef isn't going to taste the same. You're going to think at first it doesn't taste as good, but you're just going to have to get used to it. The more fancy the label is, the more that it's lying to you. When it says that it's, I don't know, now gluten-free, like, The chips that you buy never had gluten in it in the first place. So when they start advertising that it's gluten free, or I don't know, a bowl of Cheerios a day can lower your cholesterol, that is not true. Sugar is not good for you, especially processed sugars. I was eating those Belvita bars, Nature Valley, Nutri-Grain bars, all those fancy words like whole grain. You better check the label and read the ingredients. When it says that it's whole grain, it is not true. When it says wheat, it's not true. When it says made with all natural products, it's not true, and they are lying. And I am embarrassed that the government let companies do this to people and mislead the population. Another thing that I want to mention that I almost forgot to leave out is that the more extravagant the label, the worse the product is for you, the lower it will scan on the application. Check out this bottle. This bottle is gorgeous compared to all the other lotions and products that you see inside the store. It has all these fancy words to capture you and to tell you how great it is for you. The nicer the bottle, guys, the worse the product will score on the app. Just try it out. I kid you not. You will be in disbelief. So many people are living in echo chambers and they don't even know it. I just now learned about this app, and this application has been around for ages, and I had no idea, and I had just discovered it. But one thing that I'm guilty of doing that I know is bad for me is Bath and Body Works. Most Bath and Body Work products, fragrances, they smell so good. They are not good for you. And you'll be surprised that all of them, most of them score zero. And it is killing you. The anxiety, your weight gain, your bloating, everything that makes up the way that you feel about you is caused by lotions, things you inhale, products that you're putting in your skin. Your body is absorbing and drinking those products. And you've been putting it on your skin every single day. You've been trying to figure out why you're depressed. Or I started buying this one brand of gum that I thought was like all natural, like sugarless, and it was affecting my mental health and the way that I feel about me. And as soon as I stopped that gum, within 2 days, I started to feel better. So be careful out here. There's products that you're using that you don't even realize that it's causing you to feel this way. That's why it's good to keep a journal and write down things. You know, supplements, for example. I was thinking that, damn, what is it called? Vinegar, apple cider. I used to think that apple cider vinegar was good for me. I heard that it's like good for your kidneys, and I've been taking it every single day for like 2 years. And I was having bladder pain, but I thought that it was something else. And turns out the whole time it was the supplements I was taking. So also be careful with these supplements. Same thing with you're trying to gain weight or get muscles, and creatine and protein whey. The best source of protein is from meat. You want to get the grass fed. I've been eating the cheapest lunch meat, luncheon loaf, salamis, ground beef, the rotisserie chickens at Walmart. Those things have poison in them, and they affect the way that you feel. There's a lot of misinformation out here. What I'm about to say may be controversial or radical, but I do not think that cancer is genetic. Some of it is. A very minuscule, monicum amount of cancer is genetic. But every single thing that you eat, especially if you're using medications or you're eating foods for most of your life, like, I don't know, Kellogg's or all those cancer bombs that you've been putting in your mouth, Nutri-Grain bars, Pop Tarts, the cheapest breads, All those things are made with what's the number one ingredient? The number one ingredient in all those products is called enriched wheat flour. Enriched wheat flour is in all your bakery foods, your pastries, your breads, the cheap tortillas, all those cheap products inside the store. You're trying to save a buck, it has enriched wheat flour. And I have no doubt in 10 to 20 years, we're going to find out that enriched wheat flour is the thing that's been causing cancer in most of the people. And I think that more than 70% of cancers that we have out here is because of diet, inflammatory conditions like cancers, rheumatoid arthritis is very popular. I work in a hospital and I'm seeing rheumatoid arthritis just blow up. And I know for a fact that it is from cheap foods, cheap processed foods that you've been eating every single day, which means that you've been doing long-term use of these drugs. Yes, drugs, processed foods, all your favorite treats, your crackers, your Cheetos, all those things is drugs. And you're out here walking around bragging how you don't do coke, marijuana, or alcohol. Meanwhile, you're having potlucks and celebrating birthdays and special occasions with your drugs. So remember that. Keep your opinions to yourself when you're judging others about their drug usage. All right. So, in conclusion, what I've learned is that since I've been using these products, I've been using products that score higher on the chart more than products that score at a lower rate. I still eat trash, but in moderation. But since I've been using better products, I feel better. Better yet, I'm 10 to 12 pounds lighter than normal. 10 pounds ago, I thought that I was the healthiest that I can be and I was in my tip top shape. Now I've reached a healthy BMI. And it makes me think that maybe a few years ago, if I were in my BMI and eating my veggies and eating less trash foods, if I would have torn my meniscus in the first place. Think about that. Think about the time that you twinked your ankle or hurt yourself jumping on the trampoline. I don't know. Freaking playing pickup football or basketball with your buddies. Yeah. Also, what I've learned, I learned that when reading labels and products, the more sensitive or 40% more hydrating or more nourishing or whatever the product says that it does for you, it is worse. So think about that next time you're in the store picking up your products. Use these products right here that I'm showing you in this clip. Also, I want to add that this app, the YUKA app, is free and it's more than proven its value. So I detect that within a few years, they're going to start charging you to start scanning products. So take advantage now. Screenshots the products that you like and what you've learned to stay away from, and just keep that in your photo albums and to remind yourself that these products are bad for you. Particularly pay attention to the reasons why it's bad for you. Also start paying attention to your body, how you feel. I don't know, start taking a look at your stool and stop eating the foods that cause acid reflux. I have patients come to me all the time. They have acid reflux. Well, then stop eating the foods that cause acid reflux. Does anyone think that's weird? All right. All right, up next, another thing that I've learned with my own two eyes is that cancer may appear like it's genetic, but that's not true. It appears that it's genetic because everyone in your household was eating the same products. So if your whole entire family generation, your whole entire unit was eating Pop Tarts and Kellogg's for breakfast long term for 10 to 20 years, and everyone had the same type of cancer, wouldn't you think that it's the products that you guys are eating and all of you are eating the same exact thing? It's not because your auntie had cancer and it's a higher chance that you're going to get it. It's because y'all are eating the same exact foods. Anyways, I'm digressing. Back to the application. This app will show you the truth and your eyes will be wide open. Guys, if you have any questions or you want to debate about anything that I said in this video, hit me up in the comments. I kid you not, I'll reply to every single last one of you. And also, I want to plug this. I am registered in CAT scan, X-ray, MRI. Those are very lucrative. Ugh. These are very lucrative careers that are only 2-year programs, and they pay more than bachelor's degrees. They pay more than master's degrees. I'm a living example. I have specifically a master's in healthcare administration. It took me, I don't know, 8 years to get, and a 2-year program in MRI pays more. That doesn't make any sense. But there is a lot of information that we don't know about. In my last video, I mentioned that I take my wife to go get her eyebrows done. She pays the microblade tech $400 to get her eyebrows microbladed. I asked the microblading tech, how many patients do you have a day? She said 6. So in my head, I'm like, you make over $2,000 a day? And then next I asked her, how long was microblading school? She said 10 days. So there's careers out here that make a lot of money that you don't know about. So you don't have to become a doctor. You don't have to become a lawyer. There's things out here that you can do that pay just about the same as a physician assistant, same as a nurse practitioner, without the 15 years of school. So like I said, hit me up in the comments. I'll reply to people probably on the same day. All right, it's a wrap. Hit me up.